Next item is Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Commissioners. Next item is item 3, adoption of the agenda. I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Romano adopts the agenda.
Moved by Commissioner Romano, supported by Commissioner Kraft. Please vote. Motion is adopted. Item 4 is approval of the minutes dated October 7, 2020. I need a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved, Carabelli.
Support, Haw.
Moved by Commissioner Carabelli, supported by Commissioner Hall. Please vote. Thank you. The motion passes. Item 5 is public participation. Is there anyone from the public who wishes to address any item on the agenda? You have 5 minutes to speak. Press *6 if you're on the line to unmute your phone and state your name and address for the record. Anyone from public participation who wishes to be heard? One more time. Anyone from the public wish to be heard on this agenda? We'll close public participation now, and we'll open it up again at the end of the meeting for any subject you wish to discuss. We'll close public participation. Item 6 is a closed session to discuss Brendan Reich, Macomb County et al. And USDC case number 18-CV-13607. I need a motion to do that.
So moved.
Support. Moved by Commissioner Carabelli, supported by Hall. Please, you've been sent a link to go into an executive session separately by our staff, Patty. So go to that, and we'll pick up the executive session from there after you vote. Thank you. We'll leave closed session and come to item 7, department recommendations. Item 7A, settlement agreement with Brandon Wells. Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve what we were discussing in closed session. Let's get that out of the way now.
And just
Eddie supports.
Chair?
Yes.
So I believe Commissioner Duche's motion is to concur in the settlement of Brandon Resch v. Macomb County. Thank you.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much. Most has been made. Was there a support?
I'll support,
by
Haw.
Eddie.
Thank you, Commissioner Ha. Please vote. Thank you very much. That motion passes. Item 8 is proclamations. We've got a series of proclamations. Proclamation 8A, a proclamation offered in remembrance of the life of Digger Odell. Need a motion and a support for this.
Motion approved.
Support Leonetti.
Very good. Digger was a fine man and served this county very well for many years after his honorable service in Vietnam, and definitely a fine American, an American hero, and someone we could all emulate. All right, need a vote. Please go ahead and cast your vote. Thank you very much. Proclamations committing Commissioner Carabelli and Commissioner Gillette, they will put those together. Need motions on both of those.
Motion by Romano. Supported by Haw.
Very good.
Mr. Chair, I have to vote on both together. This is Commissioner Drolette.
Move to separate. Oh, no, but
I'll vote on both together, but I would suggest that Commissioner Carabelli deserves much more commendation than I do. So, thank you.
Well, you've both been outstanding commissioners. You've both added value to this board for a long time, and I appreciate it, and it's been an honor to serve with you. And we're going to continue to work with you as township officials of major communities. We're going to work very closely together with you and improve the relationship if it can be done. So,
I will miss all of you very much, working with you as closely as I have. So it's been a really
Commissioner,
good number.
This is Romano, if I may.
yeah, go ahead, please.
I'm going to save my comments for tomorrow. We have a full board. I'm sure there's other commissioners that like to make pro and con comments tomorrow. So I think we'll all just hold on till tomorrow, and under additional comments, we'll talk about Mr. Carabelli and we'll talk about Mr. Drolet. That's all I have. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, all right, very good. Anyone else?
Chair, Commissioner Haw, I just wanted to ask Leon, if we vote no, is he willing to stay?
Yeah. Unfortunately, my resignation letter has already been submitted. So, plus, I believe the debate on an issue to that effect would be too extensive on the board.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We could have saved money by not printing it. They just did it verbally, but we'll do it. Okay, very good. The motion's been made and supported, and everyone has voted on that. It did pass, by the way. So, we'll talk to both of you guys tomorrow at the roast. Item of Proclamation D, proclamation honoring Victoria Ann for 16 years at the Polish Heritage Study. Who'd like to make a motion on that?
Motion by Romano.
Very good.
Support
Thank you,
by
Commissioner.
Drolet.
Very good. Please vote. Thank you very much. That passes. Item E, a proclamation honoring Olivia June Westfall for her 7 years at the Polish Heritage Study. Again,
I'll make the motion, Mr. Chair. This is my Jack.
very good, Commissioner Myjack, and it's supported by?
Supported by Romano.
Very good. Thank you, Commissioner Romano. Please vote. Very good. Thank you. Item 9 is correspondence. Need a motion to receive and file the correspondence from the Fraser schools.
So move, Haw.
Support Drolet.
Very good. Any discussion? Please vote. Very good. Thank you. That motion passes. Item 10 is new business. Is there any new business that come before the board? Any new business? Saying none, we'll close new business. Public participation. Does anyone from the public wish to be heard? On any subject. Anyone from the public wish to be heard? Press *6 to unmute yourself. One last time. Anyone from the public wish to be heard?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, please. Hello.
Everyone. I'm not on the video. I'm just on my phone.
Okay, perfect.
Also a little
Just
nervous
state your name
because I've
and
never...
address. Just state your name and address for the record. You have 5 minutes.
Okay. 5 minutes is a lot of time. My name is Allison, and I'm a resident of Macomb Township. I'm not going to give my full address. If that's okay, I'll just tell you I'm around the Municipal Center, 25 mile from Macomb Township. I can't see you all via video. I've never participated in a Macomb County meeting before, but I do want to speak about what happened in Shelby Township on October 24th. I'm not sure if this is the correct committee to speak with, but I'm curious.
Before you go on, ma'am, we need your full address for the record. So if you could state your name and address for the record.
Sure, I'm in the, okay, but, you know, I'm going to tell you right now, there's been a number of violent incidences around the country aimed at people that have been engaging in anti-racist protests. I do not wish to expose myself in such a way at this moment, but I will tell you I'm on the 1800 block between.
What I could do for you, you could submit your comments to us in writing, and if you're concerned about that.
Chair, I
mean, I think it's a little unfair to force. I can give you my old address in Macomb Township. I'm living at a new address now, but I just don't. This is all recorded, so I don't really want to put myself out there in such a way. I've already had actually threats. So I think I'm telling you right now, I've lived in Macomb Township, grew up here my whole life, went to Shelby.
Well, I don't doubt you, but our rules that everyone that's come before us is required to state their address for the record so that we have a record of who's making the comments for posterity's sake and other purposes. So you
I will
choose
hold
to do
liable.
that.
If something is to happen to me or my residents, I will be holding the township liable, Macomb County potentially, because, like I said, there have already been instances of potential threats. Just for engaging in just.
Chair,
you know, can I just please speak? That's what I would prefer at this moment. I will give you an address: 15224 Haber Hill, Macomb Township, Michigan.
All right, thank you.
I'm going to go ahead with my comments now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So, I was present on October 24th in Shelby Township. As you might know, Chief Robert Schlide, the Shelby Township Police Department, was found to have had a Twitter account where he was calling for protesters to be in body bags, to be placed in body bags, for excessive force, brutality to be used on protesters, for exercising their First Amendment right to assemble, gather, and protest in a nonviolent manner. You know, the board let him off with a slap on the wrist. He also was found to have sent an email to the entire police department sharing that it was an article, it was an op-ed from the Wall Street Journal claiming that systemic racism in policing doesn't exist. And on top of that, he was found to have disobeyed the lawful stay-at-home order during the initial shutdown during the state of Michigan shutdown in March and April. So that was through leaked text messages, and he was bragging about it. The township supposedly investigated these additional grievances on top of the Twitter posts and took him at his word and said nothing happened here. He claimed that he hadn't disobeyed the order, even though he said he was frequenting underground bars and restaurants in Shelby Township. But he told the board who was investigating that he actually had only gotten takeout at Coney Island. This is all recorded on Board of Trustee meetings, which you can look at. So my point, though, is to talk about October 24th. Our protesters were brutally assaulted by multiple jurisdictions who showed up. Primarily, it was Shelby Township Police and Metro Macomb SWAT unit. So my question is, who signed off on this? Do any of you, as the commissioners that are part of the Government Oversight Committee, were you aware of these events? Were you aware of multiple jurisdictions of police showing up to this peaceful, nonviolent protest in Shelby Township? Were you aware that there was armed militia that was less than a mile up the road at the Shelby Township Municipal Center with semi-automatic weapons strapped around their bodies, long guns, multiple of them, with attack dogs waiting for us? And we had changed our location specifically to avoid any sort of violent interaction that they might be threatening us with. So people that didn't pose any violent threat, and if the police did their homework, they would know that Detroit Will Breathe and Shift, Suburban Solidarity for Social Justice, the two groups that organized the event, they do not have any history of violence during their marches. They have history of police being brutal toward them, but in terms of vandalism or in terms of attacking anyone or looting or anything like that, there's no history of that. So you have, how much money was spent on this? Who signed off on it? Did you know about this ahead of time? Can you please answer these questions? And also, we will be following up extensively on exactly what happened and submitting all the FOIA requests we need to find out what happened. But I really think in terms of accountability, we would love the concerned Shelby Township residents, Southeast Michigan residents, Macomb County residents are very concerned about what is your response to these matters, and what was your level of complicity in these events. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else under public participation wish to be heard? Anyone else under public participation? Press *6 to unmute yourself. One more time. Anyone under public participation wish to be heard? Seeing none, we'll close public participation.
Motion to adjourn.
Moved by Commissioner Gillette, supported by Commissioner Duge. Please vote. Thank you very much, Commissioners. Have a good afternoon, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Can you hear me? I will see you in 20 minutes.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, this is Commissioner Myjack. We have a meeting at 3 o'clock, Public Services.
Yes.
So we'll see you guys in about 18 minutes, okay?
And if
Very
the
good. Yeah.
individual is on,
It seems like a long time.
if the individual is on at the hearing of the public, just so she knows we're not allowed to respond to the hearing of the public. Thank you.
Did anybody vote to adjourn? I didn't.
Yeah, it was on the line, I think.
Yeah, we did have a majority vote to adjourn. I apologize, Commissioner Romano. I'll work with you offline to make sure you're all set for the next meeting.
Did you want to vote no, Joe?
In there that letter that from the health department to the lawsuit against the health department in your packet.
I have the cover page in here. The cover page is in here.